Kia ora koutou. My name's Lockie. I'm the Kiwi vegan granddad, and I'm going to be making a stew, West African stew, that's got Kūmara in it, it's got peanut butter, and it's also got some chickpeas. I got this recipe from The Guardian. I often don't like their recipes, they get a bit too complicated and they have ingredients that you can't get in New Zealand. But this one was cool, so let's go. Okay, so what do we need? We need some oil, some peanut butter, a can of chickpeas. Could use root ginger. I don't have any, so I'm just going to be using stuff that's already been minced. A capsicum, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 mid-size Kūmara or sweet potatoes, a small handful of spinach leaves which I just got out of the garden, some stock and some coriander and cumin seeds. Okay, let's prep. Okay, so it says to chop these into bite-sized pieces. So I'm not really quite sure how big a bite-sized piece should be, but okay, we want 1 tablespoon of coriander and we want half a tablespoon of cumin. That looks about right. So it calls for 60 grams of peanut butter. I'm guessing that is about 1/4 cup, but we shall see. Okay, we've zeroed that. So almost 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup would do. Okay, we're heating up the pan. Going to put in a couple of tablespoons of oil. 1, 2. Yes. That's starting to heat up. So now we're going to be putting in the onions. And the capsicums. We're just going to saute them till the onions are nice and translucent. Okay, so those onions are just about ready. So now we're going to put in the garlic, the spices and the ginger. teaspoons of minced ginger. So now the peanut butter will go in. Just put a neat teaspoon of stock powder in. And 500 mils, that's about 2 cups of water. And let's give that a bit of a stir. Mix that peanut butter in. We're going to be putting in the Kūmara. And 1 can of chickpeas. Okay, so we're now just bringing this to the boil again, and it's just starting to boil. Over there anyway. Just add a little bit of salt. And we're just going to let that cook at reasonably low heat for about 25 minutes. Okay, so this has been cooking probably for about 20 minutes. I've just given the Kūmara a bit of a prod, and that is cooked. The last thing to add is the spinach. So we're just going to stir this in. See that the liquid has reduced quite considerably. We're going to have this for our tea, and I'll turn that off. Let it sit. Going to have it with rice and some steamed broccoli.
It's kupu Māori time to learn some Māori vocabulary. Our word for today is whakatauki, which means proverb. There are a lot of whakatauki Māori that relate to kai, or food. So we'll look at one that involves the food that we've been cooking with today. Kāore te Kūmara e kōrero mō tōna ake reka. Kāore te Kūmara e kōrero mō tōna ake reka. The Kūmara does not speak of its own sweetness. No doubt you've worked out the meaning of this one. It means that one should be humble and not boast about how great you are. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out some of these other videos. Ngā mihi.